Hello, 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 John Mason. How is everybody? Hope you're all well. On a personal note, I have been celebrating Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. I bid everyone out there a sweet and happy and prosperous New Year. And now today's topic. Trump's war on America. Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, or as I like to say, the Secretary of War, I guess because it's more manly, ordered every flag officer, every general, every admiral from 1 star up to a meeting at the Marine Corps University in Quantico, Virginia. And we don't know what reason. United States forces are all over the planet. And those commands were left leaderless. What if an emergency was to arise in some portion of the world? What if a terrorist attack went into the campus and massacred all those admirals and generals? Scary thought. But no. Hegseth likes pretending he's a great warrior chief. And he's trying to instill in these generals and admirals who have had decades of service in our military about the warrior ethos. Whatever the hell he means by that. Such an assembly has been compared to in 1935, when Adolf Hitler ordered every German general to assemble, and they were to pledge their loyalty not to the Constitution, but to Adolf Hitler himself, or else they would lose their positions. And warrior ethos, he's gonna, this guy who drinks excessively, who has been known to harass women and abuse women, and whose qualification is that he was a host on Fox News, is going to teach these generals and admirals how to be fighting men. I specifically mentioned men. See, Hegseth, along the way of installing this warrior ethos and his woke phobia, woke like it's a bad thing, has dismissed several women from top military positions, such as the Commandant of the United States Coast Guard, Admiral Linda Fagan, and Chief of Naval Operations, Admiral Lisa Fischetti. Accomplished women dedicated to their country, and he thinks women have no business. They're too sissified for that. And as part of Hegseth's war on wokeness in the military, we got to get back to the epistemology of the word woke and look up epistemology. Trump, through his vehicle Hegseth, has been eliminating all mention in Defense Department history, including the website, of any mention of people of color and women in their role in the defense of this country, such as the Tuskegee Airmen, African American fighter pilots who protected bombers going into enemy territory and braved the racism at home and the anti-aircraft guns of the enemy. Such mention as of the Navajo code talkers, Native American men who used a variation of the Navajo language as in the Pacific in the Pacific War as a code to that the Japanese couldn't crack. And here's where it gets really stupid. They wish to eliminate. They eliminated the mention of the Enola Gay. That was the bomber in August, I believe August of 1945, dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. Why? Because it had the word gay in it. Real genius. Huh? And also, Hegseth is about to restore the medals of honor won by soldiers who have taken part in a massacre. Not battle, massacre at Wounded Knee. It was in December 29, 1890, where troops of the United States 7th Cavalry found Lakota Sioux practicing the rituals of the ghost dance movement. And somehow a shot was fired. Nobody knows to this day who it was. And the troopers fired into the Lakota. Men, women, and children. Half of them women and children massacred. It was estimated that 150 Lakota were killed, massacred, although there's some historians that say it's much higher. And 25 7th Cavalry troopers were killed. And in the waning days of the Biden administration, a panel was formed to double check the status of the soldiers of the 7th Cavalry who won the Medal of Honor at Wounded Knee to present to Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. And Hegseth canceled that panel and is about ready to restore their Medals of Honor for massacre. Nothing to commemorate. Nothing to be proud of. A shame for our country. And let us not forget that Trump has been sending National Guard troops and active service Marines. He sent them to Los Angeles. And he's also sending National Guard troops to Portland, which is supposed to be the ground zero of left-wing terrorism. And he's sending them to Chicago. Purportedly, there's the administration's been promoting this idea that all political violence is from the left. If you've been paying attention for the last few years, you'll know different. And on a personal note, Philadelphia is on the short list. He hasn't mentioned Philadelphia yet, but give him time. So, Mason, you say, what do we do? What we've always been doing. Keep ourselves educated and organized. I always put up on my social media video of people in the neighborhoods resisting ICE, standing up to the guardsmen, doing such things like in LA, tow truck drivers following ICE vehicles and towing them away if they commit the smallest parking violation. That's nice. Cute. And on November 4th in Pennsylvania will be the general election. In Pennsylvania, it'll be for 3 Supreme Court retention elections. And in Philadelphia, city controller, DA, and even these little down ballot row offices like county row offices, county commissioners, state reps, uh, township supervisors, they're as equally important as President of the United States. The politicians pay attention to this, and the media pays attention to this. So, I urge everyone to educate themselves on the issues, organize in their neighborhoods, and particularly their work sites. See, I'm a strong union man. And whenever your primary election is, get out there and vote in the most massive numbers. And encourage your friends to get out and vote too. As a ward committee person in my ward in Philadelphia, part of my job is to bug people to vote. I am dedicated to that job, and I will continue to do so. And you do the same. Get out there and vote. And to be honest, these men and women on armed forces, they are not the enemy. Trump is the enemy. Hegseth is the enemy. Walking butt plug Stephen Miller is the enemy. Do everything you can to resist them. Support the troops. Stand up to Trump et al. Okay? Okay, I'm done with my rant. Now, advertisements. Everything I do on my media work, my blog, my YouTube channel, my podcast, my poetry, my fiction, all work. All work. I need to be paid for my work. See, I pay money to get on these various platforms. And I need to be compensated for that, plus to raise it all to a higher level. So please, get on my website, johnomason.com, and click either the PayPal button or the Buy Me a Coffee button, and see what you can give. I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. And also, my novel, Soldier of the Cross, is available on Amazon.com. It is the story of David Lucas, who, as a young man in the early 60s, is a drunk and a whore chaser and a school bully. He gets in trouble in the army. He comes out of the army a fanatical, born-again Christian, just wanting to be a manly man for Jesus. But how he goes about it leads him into disaster. Please pick it up. Soldier of the Cross on Amazon.com. And also, Hemperifics is a lovely little CBD product store located on Snyder Avenue, near 15th Street in South Philadelphia. There you'll find some of the finest cannabis-infused products. Gummies and candies and flower and tea and hand sanitizer and lip balm and dog trees. Dog trees, yeah. Look them up, please. HemperificLLC.com. Okay. And also, my beloved career and business coach, Michelle Snow. Michelle is excellent in helping you develop your professional career or small business. Let you know what you're doing right, where you need work, and help you network with other up-and-coming entrepreneurs and professionals. Please look her up. growwithsnow.com. Okay. Alrighty then. That's our mission, and we have no choice but to accept it. Our ancestors fought for freedom, and we can't have them taken away. We must preserve our freedoms for the generations yet to come. We got this, Americans. We're not cowards. We're not afraid. Thank you. Have a good week ahead of you. Bye.